I, Abhishek Chaudhary, welcome you all guys to my YouTube channel, which is Techie Nerves. Right, I know you already know this YouTube channel. It's a great YouTube channel for software developers. Awesome. So now something about Nutanix School. So they are a great platform which helps you guide to bang a great career in tech. And the best part of it, zero fee till placement. Can you guys say it? No pay until you get placed with a package of 5 lakhs or above. And you can see the screenshot of some of the amazing company that our Newton School has partnered with us. So you can get a chance or to get an interview in any of these companies, and more companies are getting added on. Welcome here, and this question is called two sum in array. Like you may have heard for this question, right? This question is like in an array. Let's suppose we have an array. Okay, in an array of course there are number of elements. Now the sum of any two elements can be is equal to a target number. Okay, then you have to find those numbers that pair. So you can read this. Okay, basically write a function that takes a non-empty array of unique integers. Basically I have an array which is to have totally unique integers, like the numbers are unique. Okay, the numbers are integers, and that integer representing a target sum, and you also have an integer which represent target sum. Okay, basically the function's parameters are given. Okay, now it's given like target sum is basically the sum of two numbers in an array. So now the point is this. Okay, now you have to find out those two numbers, okay, and return them in increasing order. So increasing order means like smaller number first and bigger number second, right? Okay, if no two number some target. Okay, sorry, I think there's some mistake. Okay, anyway, this was the question. Okay, and you can assume that there will be at most one pair of solution. Okay, you can assume. If you don't want to assume, we'll return an empty array. Okay, so that's the whole point of this question. So in an array I have some sets of array. Let's do one thing. Let's come here, let's switch to JavaScript. Okay, let's zoom it a little. Okay, so I think you guys can see the screen. Okay, so now, so this was the thing. Let's suppose I have an array. So let's think something like this. ARR is equals to 10, 12, 4, 2, 1, 7, minus 5, so on. Okay, so we have an array. So let's suppose your target number is 11. Now we have two possibilities, so let's take one possibility for now. So let's suppose 12 plus 2, 14. So let's suppose our target number is 14. Target is 14. Okay, so now let's suppose, now what is the next thing that we need to do? So now we need to understand, okay, what are the different like what is the pair, like which is if we add them then I'll get 14. Okay, so if you see I have 12, I have 2. So if you add 12 and 2, you will get 14. So you'll basically return the answer in ascending order, right? So you will return 2 and 12. This will be your answer. This is what you have to do, right? So we'll first discuss about different kind of approaches for this problem. So approach 1. Okay, so what will be our approach 1? So approach 1 is quite simple approach, guys, you can think of. Okay, so basically what I have to do, I have to find two numbers, right? Okay, so what I can do, so basically I can add like all the possible two numbers pair, right? Like what will happen, I will just iterate through the complete loop. Okay, I'll pick one number. Okay, and I will add this number with all the other number and check if the number is equal to 14. Okay, then I'll do the same thing for 12. Okay, 12 I'll add the remaining numbers. Okay, then for 4 I'll add the remaining numbers. For this 2 I'll add the remaining numbers. For 1 I'll add the remaining number. So kind of looping approach, like I will have a loop 1 and inside the loop 1 I will have a loop 2, right? This will so basically, and then if the sum of those numbers is equals to 14, then you can say, yeah, like there is this number and these are the numbers in descending order. Of course you can do ascending and descending, right? These all things you can do. Okay, so but now we are using a 2 loop, so the complexity here will be, like, if you can see, the complexity here will be n square, right? Complexity will be n square. So the point is n square. So I'm writing n2, it basically means n square, right? So the point is now, like, to understand this approach, if you have not understood it, what I'll do, I'll quickly bring this annotated screen. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll check this 10, okay, with all different numbers, 10, 12, 4. So I'll add this number with all the possible number, 10 plus 12, 10 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 10 plus 1, and so on. Okay, this is the first step. Then for 12, I'll add 12 with all the remaining numbers, 12 plus 4, 12 plus 2, 12 plus 1, 10 plus 12 is already added, so I did not include it, and so on. This I'll do with all the numbers. So what is the easiest way to do? I can iterate to the loop, okay, pick one number, okay, then again I will iterate to the remaining numbers and add this number with all the other numbers, right? The two loop approach, the normal approach, which you can think of. Awesome. This is one approach you guys need to try. Okay. So now what will we do? What is our second approach that we can think of for this problem? Okay, so second approach that I can think of really, okay, that is called two-pointer approach. Two-pointer approach. What is the two-pointer approach, guys? Here, like you have this number, right? So basically what I'll do, I'll sort this number. Step 1, I'll sort this number. Okay, so now once you sort this number will be something like -5, 1 2 4, 1 2 4 7, 1 2 4 7, 10 and 12, right? So these are the numbers. So now what will happen? Now we want 14, right? So that means 2 plus 12. Okay, so see what to do. So now what you can take, you can take two variables, like already, like you may be knowing two-pointer approach. If you don't know, like you can take two variables I and j. What will happen? I'll start from here, okay, and j will start from here at this point. Okay, what will happen if the sum of I and j, like -5 and 12, okay, is less than this? What will you do? You will just increment the value of I. You will go to the next term. Okay, if the sum is less than, like let's suppose, like the sum at this place you got a sum which is greater than 14. What will you do? You will decrease the value of g. Like I'll give you an example. So let's suppose I have one more number. Let's suppose I have something like 14 also. Okay, so now I'll check the sum. Okay, so initially the value of I will be 0 and j will, I will be 0, and then j will be like the last number, whatever is the thing. So let's suppose, okay, we already have 14, so let's make it 16. Okay, so let's make it like 14 is a target number, so I don't want to put it there. Okay, so let's suppose I have something like 16. Means last number will be, so 1 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 7. Let's put it 7. So now what will you do? You will just check. Okay, -5 plus 16, which is 11, right? So 11 is less than 14. Okay, now you see you have sorted into this increasing order, right? So what I'll do, I'll increase the value of I. So now I'll make I equal to 1. Okay, now 1 plus 16, that is 17. 17 is greater than 12. So what I'll do, I'll decrease the value of j. So now I'll make j as 6. Okay, so now what will happen? Now that again will go 1 plus 12, which is 13. So that, what does that mean? That means the value 13 is less than 14. So I'll increase the value of I. Okay, so now it's on to, okay, the index and this is same. Okay, okay, so 2 plus 12, 14. So we match the answer, so we'll print these two, 2 and 14. And here, since you have already sorted this, you will print first and this you will print second, right? So you will get already, you will get them in descending order, right? Okay, so you got the two-pointer approach. Okay, so what will be the complexity of guys two-pointer approach? Like the last complexity was n square. So here the complexity will be what? N log n, right? We use a sorting algorithm. So best sorting algorithm is n log n. I don't want you to sort in like bubble sort or something with n square, right? Yeah, then better do this approach, right? Okay. Now this was the second thing. Now let's go to the final approach and the best solution that you can do, in which we'll be able to solve this question in just like, what do you say, n. So like let's have a look. So that is called has approach. So we'll use the concept of hasing. So basically what you can do, you can put all these numbers in an hasing. Okay, so like, okay, so step 1, I have put all the number in a has. in HasMap. Okay, we have done it. Step number 2. So now we know this target number is 14, right? So that means, like, we know the sum of two numbers will become 14. Okay, like let's suppose if 10 is one number, then there should be 4 somewhere, right? So we have 10 and 4, right? Okay. Anyway, there was 2 possibilities here, 10 and 4 and 12 and 2. No worries. I did not say it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Even there, if there are multiple numbers, you can print multiple numbers. Not an issue. Okay. Okay, but the point is that I want to check it like 10 plus 12, so we can make it some random number 11. Let's change it so our approach don't get hurt. Okay. Okay, I have to get better with examples, right? This was a very bad example, but anyway, the point of like I think you get the concept. The second thing is like, let's suppose you have a number like 11 is there. Okay, now to be 14, there should be somewhere 3 should be there. Similarly, like 12 is there, there should be somewhere 2 is there. For 4, there is somewhere 10 should be there, right? Similarly, like 7, there will be somewhere 7 should be there, right? So things like this should be there. If this is there, then only this solution will work, right? So basically, I can iterate through my array. Okay, and what will I do? Whenever you get a number like 11, you will just subtract from 14. Okay, so whatever is your target number minus your current number, 3. Okay. Now you can just look for this 3, if this 3 is present in this array. So of course, if you directly look in this array searching, okay, since this is not sorted, so it will take n log n, right? So that is why we have made HasMap. You know, in HasMap we can search in O1 complexity, right? So you guys can directly search it. So basically what you can do, so you can create a HasMap of numbers. So you have all the numbers 11, 12, 4, 2 and so on. Okay, so now you got the number. Here you are iterating between all the numbers. So when the 11 came, you will be searching for 3. Like if 3 is present in this HasMap, then what will happen? And of course this is possibility, and 11 plus 3 will be 14, so these are the 2 numbers, so you will print it. But you found out, oh, 3 is not present. Then you went to the second thing, 12, so you got 2. 14 minus 12 is 2, so 2 should be present. Okay, and you found out 2. Okay, that's awesome. Then you will say, yeah, 2 and 12 are the answer, right? Of course, print it in like what is increasing order. Just a simple like what is if else you can use, or a ternary operator, whatever you want to use it. Okay, so these were some of the steps, guys. That was like what that you should have done it. And make sure whenever you do it, you should work on the test cases. So I'll also mention some of the test cases in the next video. Okay, so make sure you guys give it a try. Once you have tried it, of course, I'll come with the solution for all the 3 methods and I'll share you the links. Okay, guys, that's all from my side. Okay, make sure, guys, you like and subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you are interested, like learning more, just check out Launchpad. There will be a lot of courses like this. You will also have assignments and more things. Okay, awesome, guys. That's all from my side. And it's finally the time has came to say goodbye. So